Hey, Billy.
Hi, Tanya. How are you?
Hey, Billy. Good.
Hi,
How are
Tanya.
you?
I'm good.
Hey, do you have your Amazon wish list set for this year yet?
I do. In fact, I get so little of stuff that I still have a lot of it from last year.
Hey, that's great. We can talk about it on our next episode of FC3 Monkey Business. Hey, this is FC3 Monkey Business, your one-stop shop for everything geeky, and everything is geeky if you love it enough. So today, we are going to be talking a little bit about our Amazon wish lists and what we're going to be looking forward to for 2021. So we are starring Billy Dettori, Dan Carmen, myself, I'm Tanya, and our host, Christopher Frank. And now we're going to hop over to Chris, who is hopefully sipping some of his tea.
Good morning, friends. How are you on this wonderful Sunday morning?
It sounds a little bit like Vincent Price here.
Oh, no, see, no, I don't have that kind of tenor in my voice. That's Vincent Price is a whole different level. How you guys doing?
Dan, we're going to have to beat some children. I still can hear them.
That's all right. It's the choir of the angels in the background. It's all good. You know? We don't live the studio life. The studio life lives us, man.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm waiting for feet to go running across my foyer above my head in a couple minutes.
All right. But how was everybody's week?
Not too bad. I'm, talking about stuff on Amazon and delivery dates and things like that. Mm-hmm. I ordered a new rear windshield wiper arm blade because I had the misfortune to inadvertently back into my garage door while it was going up. And I didn't realize how far the garage door was up yet and totally cracked my rear windshield wiper.
Ugh.
Yeah. So Randy glued it together. So it's at least on the back of my truck. So it doesn't look bad, but I can't use it because every time I try to turn it on, the wiper blade just falls down.
Right.
And it's funny to watch. So I ordered one on November 23rd. And we are recording, what's today? December 13th?
13th, yeah.
So we're recording on December 13th. It still isn't here yet. And it's coming from Massachusetts. And I've been tracking it. It started in Holyoke, Mass. And it took them 15 days to go from Holyoke, Mass to Springfield, Mass. When I looked at it, that's only a 13-minute trip. That's taken 15 days.
Huh.
So now, So now it's departed that facility as of, I don't know, like December 8th or 9th or whatever. And now it's the 13th, and it keeps telling me, delayed. It's in transit, but it's going to be arriving late. In transit, it's going to be arriving late.
Did you choose the Turtle Express route?
I think it was the snail. It was a snail. Yeah, it's truly snail mail type thing. So there's that. And then my mom ordered stuff on Thanksgiving for Tyler for Christmas. And one of his Xbox games, she's been tracking it, started in New Jersey, went to Rochester, went to Ohio, went back to New Jersey, and traveled someplace else in New Jersey, came back to Rochester, and as of yesterday, she got a message from Amazon that it may be lost.
Oh, God.
So therefore, she canceled that order, walked right into Best Buy, picked up the game that he wanted. Like, are you kidding me? So yes, that's what's going on right now. So a lot of things are going to be delayed for Christmas presents and things like that. And I was looking at something to send down to Koski for his birthday / Christmas, and it wouldn't arrive until after Christmas. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I have to continue to look. So
because you're sending it by walker.
I know, no kidding. So, but yeah, that's the whole joy of stuff right now. So, but yeah, let's see. This week I finally finished Supernatural.
Okay.
And I did need a Kleenex box.
Aw.
Yeah. So when you get so vested in a series and characters and things like that, when it ends and they die and things like that, and I was crying. I was mad at a coworker because he's like, "No, you won't need a Kleenex whatsoever." He forgets that I'm a water sign. So, yeah, I cried. I was crying. But and there's only one episode left of the Baby Yoda show.
Right. The season 2 finale is coming up next week.
Yes.
I mean, technically, everybody else knows that particular show is The Mandalorian.
It's the Baby Yoda show.
Whatever.
But it was great when Ian goes, "You do know the main characters have to not be on an episode every so often."
Right.
I'm just like, wow, he's wise beyond his years.
That kid has been like that since he was born. It's amazing. When he first started kind of putting 2 plus 2 together when he was a toddler, it was just amazing to watch him in action. It blows me away every chance I see him.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda gets paid by the episode, so occasionally they have to save some money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Baby Yoda's like 3 people. So,
no kidding.
To run all the animatronics and stuff.
He's so cute.
Do you have Baby Yoda socks yet, Tanya?
Do I have Baby Yoda socks?
Like 5 pairs.
Something like that. 5 or 6 pairs. Yes.
What's going to be interesting to see is that there's several of the Star Wars channels that I watch on YouTube. Several people are talking about how it looks like Baby Yoda is going to be making a dark side turn for a few episodes coming up soon. So it's like, okay, so everybody's who loves him so much is going to have to treat the fact that he's going to be evil for a little while. So
every so often you have to embrace your evil side.
He's going to go from naughty to evil.
No, he's just still going to be naughty because he doesn't know any better because he's a toddler. Okay.
What else have we been watching this week?
Oh, actually, I'll jump in. Been binge watching The Crown.
How is that? I hear a lot about that show.
It's really, really good. The acting's excellent. The writing is excellent. It's really, really sad in many aspects. They play around with timelines and stuff, so it's not 100% accurate. They kind of make things convenient to happen at certain times, but it's really good. It's really sad. Like I said, I told Susan that I think that they should rename the show The Frown. One thing and it just occurred to me, Matt Smith plays Prince Philip for the first 2 seasons.
Right.
And I just keep seeing him make doctor faces.
Yeah,
I want to make jokes about the palace being bigger on the inside. And
that's the thing is when you see these iconic actors who've played these iconic parts, and then you see them in something else, and you're waiting to see the previous character, the character you've grown to love so much in that person, and that's always been very interesting. Like there was when David Tennant did.
Excuse me.
Bless you. When David Tennant did Harry Potter, right? Because he was the doctor.
That's right.
And he played that bit part in the Goblet of Fire movie, and it was just so interesting to see. I mean, he was playing this twisted, unhinged character, but then there was a couple of moments where he kind of like just the pose, the stance, the presence. I was like, oh, yep, there's 10.
Same thing. Tennant playing Kilgrave on Jessica Jones' first season, and the fine line between that most evil character I've ever seen and the Doctor, that the line is pretty thin.
Well, that's also the thing about the Doctor is not exactly the nicest guy in the universe, but that's another story entirely. I think we've even hinted at that in our Doctor Who podcasts over the years. But how about you, Daniel San? How you doing over there?
I'm doing good.
You sound a little more distant today. Using a different microphone?
No, I'm using the exact same microphone.
Isn't it interesting? You were having problems with me too, and I've been using the same headset all along.
Yeah,
well, Dan doesn't have a lot of things on his walls in his office, so in the room that he's recording in, so it's more like echoey type thing when you're.
I see. Well, I've never noticed him from that before, but we'll go with it.
No, but it's like that's what I'm hearing today.
I see.
I'm not sure.
So what are you watching, Dan?
I just finished up Buffy, and I started watching Scrubs.
Okay.
Going for the old shows here.
Going the old school route.
I can't get committed to a new show yet. I just, there's like I thought about The Crown, but like 4 seasons, I don't know. I have to get it caught. I'm like, to pay attention for 4 seasons.
Yeah, it's 10 episodes a season, so.
Oh, so it's only 40 episodes. It's not like NCIS where you're on like episode 5,365.
I wouldn't be watching that one. Yeah.
Of 7,000.
Hey, I'm up to date on NCIS. So
there you go.
Thank you for the CBS All Access.
Wonderful. Mm-hmm. So I've been delaying the inevitable because we're gonna go to a quick break in a moment, but when we come back, we're talking about our Amazon wish lists to start off the long segment. And I'm looking at my wish list, and like Billy, nothing's changed. It's just there's a lot of Doctor Who here. It's just a lot of it. There's more. Oh, there's more. Okay, okay. Wow.
Do you have any D&D stuff on that list?
I don't. So I probably should do some shopping while I'm here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm looking at my not on my wish list, but it's stuff that's inspired by my purchases and books that I might like and recommended items. And let's see. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Let's go to a quick break.
Yay, break. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, and all points in between. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you're enjoying yourselves and getting ready for Christmas season. And that's the thing is, how do we feel about Christmas season in 2020? Is it like, do we even notice?
It's pretty rough. It's going to be an unusual type Christmas for people because people aren't necessarily going to be going and gathering with all their families and traveling left, right, upside down, north, south, that type of stuff.
Exactly.
And I mean, I think people are going to start some new traditions. Like we had dinner the other night. I went out with my cousins and we held fast to all the guidelines of having our masks when we got into the restaurant. And
and you guys were a small gathering.
We were under 10. We were under 10 people.
Right.
We were in a back room pretty much by ourselves. By the time that we got our meals, the other 2 tables that had been close to us were gone. And alcohol kills whatever germs that's around anyway.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, there's no scientific there's no scientific data to support that. I'm sorry to say.
The double shot of vodka we had at the beginning didn't kill anything? Oh,
no, it killed brain cells.
It killed my vocal cords that
there
day.
You go.
Woo, it was a little potent. But no, so in my parents' generation, my dad's brothers and sisters, they get together like pretty much every Monday, and they've been together all year long and had dinner at somebody's house. They haven't been out. They've just been, and there's only 8 of them total. So that's what they're going to do for our Christmas gathering, which we're not having a gathering. They're just going to get together for dinner. Well, my cousin Terry's like, well, what time's dinner? And my Aunt Joanne goes, you're not invited. My cousin Terry's like,
oh, brutal.
Oh, that was brutal. So my cousin Terry's like, ha ha ha, I'll fix your little red wagon. So she opted to contact all the cousins. So there's only 5 of us. So that would be 10 people total to start our own tradition. Not with the kids, just with this generation.
Which is good, because you're the next generation, right? Yeah. So that's a thing.
And because if we add the kids in, then we're back to that large gathering that we don't want. And at least we felt with us as adults, we all knew where we've been. What I'm like, I go to work every day. My cousin Terry is working at home. Somebody else is working from home. Somebody else is working from home. Like half of them are working from home.
Right.
And we knew what our little bubbles were like. But we know that our kids if they got together, they're going to want to play and share toys and things like that and whatsoever. And like, nope, not doing it. Because therefore we know that we couldn't social distance that. So so my cousin
so it's within reason.
Like, new tradition, just us and things like that. And we had the best dinner ever. I still have Alfredo left from Friday. Oh
Where'd you
my
go?
God. It's called Fratelli's. It's in Avon/Lakeville. It's like right on the border. If you go down 390 South, get off at exit 9. And like you're headed for Canisius Lake, it's a Italian restaurant on your left, right before you get into Lakeville.
Mm-hmm.
And their portions are huge. And I had enough that I had lunch yesterday with 2 small servings, and I have enough to have lunch later today. So we did that, and we were just talking about how this is something we want to do every year now.
Right.
Type thing, just to get us together, because when we're together as the big family, we're too busy chasing all the children, and that we don't necessarily have time to talk and kibitz for us. So that was something nice to do for a new tradition. So and I feel bad for those that can't do that. So, and I wish that they will have some type of new tradition or holiday gathering, whether it's via Zoom or something that they can do. So, because it's a new norm. I mean,
it is. I mean, unfortunately that's going to be a phrase we're going to use excruciatingly often over the next, I'd say, 18 months. This is going to be our new normal. This is the new normal. Well, this is the new normal. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, we're never going to get back to normal.
It was funny 6 years ago when I was sitting in the green room during the first FC3 talking about all the experiences I had so far, and Judah Nevedomsky turns to me and goes, "Oh, Chris, this is your new normal, dude." Right? It was funny then.
It's not so funny now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Judah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, if you look back to 9/11, we had to get a new norm after that,
right?
And we bounced back. So now we have a new norm that's going to be happening. I think we're going to have masks for a while, and it's going to be the new normal. I mean, I was kind of going, oh, I can't believe that person's wearing a mask or whatever. Way back when, going, are you kidding me type stuff. But now we're like, okay, do we have our masks? Do we have this? And now people are finding all the different fashion ones to go with their different clothes, or they're getting their paper ones and things like that. And I'm like, I've got a couple 49ers ones. I've got a Doctor Who one and a Baby Yoda one, and Riker's got 3 or 4 Bills ones. Tyler doesn't have any masks, but because Tyler doesn't leave the house.
No, Tyler does not leave the house.
Tyler has not left the house.
He's the hermit.
Yes, he is. But yeah, I'm like, so we're going. I'm going. Ooh, what kind of masks can I find? I'm like, I found Steelers ones for Deanna and Sean. So I'm like, I even start looking for things for other people. So because that's how I am. I'm a giving person.
You're giving a shit?
Yeah.
Can I mention one thing that
concerns
me? During the first segment, we talked about Tanya's issues getting something delivered. And I saw where the first bunches of vaccines went out on FedEx. How do we know they're going to wind up where they're supposed to go?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, no kidding.
We're lost.
I just saw something on Twitter. Was it on Twitter? Maybe not. Let me see. I'm looking now.
That's definitely a thing.
Something about the vaccines. I'm not sure where I saw it. Notifications.
Because Susan and I are those people that are staying inside. We're not going any place. We're Christmas Day, Wonder Woman 84 drops
There you go.
on HBO Max, and Soul is going to be on Disney Plus. So I think that'll be our day. And it doesn't feel like Christmas to me.
It really, you know what? You're not wrong. I mean, it's the thing.
Along with the virus, the pandemic, my Christmas was also very tied into a job I no longer have.
Mhm.
And I'm missing that. I'm missing the work we did, the charity show that we did to get ready for the year, and me editing best of to run through the week, and all the stuff that I used to do during the holidays doesn't exist for me anymore either. So
Ugh.
I used to love Christmas music, and I just have no interest in listening to Christmas music. Or
Yeah, we talked about it before. How like
Yeah.
one of the local channels right around Thanksgiving just turns
Yeah.
into 24/7 Christmas
Yeah.
music, and while I'm horrified by that, other people enjoy it. And
But even though I have my own bunch of just like every other type of music, I have a lot of Christmas music that I like that a lot of people don't know exists, and I'm not listening to that either. So,
what a world! What happened? What happened to us? I mean, honestly.
So instead, I'm watching The Crown.
There you go.
The Frown.
The Frown.
Oh, can I tell you how much I love Facebook? Because I just mentioned Baby Yoda, and then I get like this Disney food blog. Sick of Baby Yoda? Not possible. Not possible. Who else loves little Grogu as much as we do? Here are a bunch of Baby Yoda holiday gifts. The Disney food blog. Hold on, let me look.
Facebook is freaking me out.
It really is.
It is. You mentioned one thing.
A couple days ago, a friend of mine called that I used to work with, one of the salespeople, because they're looking to get a couple kittens for their children. And they wanted to know like the animal rescue places and that. And I spent about half an hour talking to him on the phone about kitten places or whatever. Then I go to Facebook, and at the very top is a memory of a couple kittens that Susan and I fostered last year that wasn't there before the phone call. All of a sudden, hey, remember these cats?
There is a Baby Yoda beanbag chair at Target. However, it's only for toddlers. Damn it.
Well, Tiny, you know the solution. You got to have another baby.
That's not happening. That's not happening. Damn, it's so cute.
So, in other words, you really don't like Baby Yoda that much.
No, well, that ship has sailed, Billy. That ship has completely sailed.
Well, if you think about it, the timing is just about right. There's 9-10 years between Tyler and Riker, so 9-10 years between Riker and the next one. I mean, come on, you can.
Well, there's 9.5 years between Tyler and Riker, so Now Riker's going to be 13, so in July. So if by any miraculous immaculate conception type getting through the tubes being tied,
it is Christmas time.
There it is. And on the 21st, Jupiter and Saturn are going to be so close together that they're going to look like a huge star in the sky.
There you go. So if it can get through my tubal ligation, then the child's name would be Grogu. No,
they will never live that down too. That's horrible. Oh no,
that's just not happening. So I will be happy with my little Build-A-Bear from Christopher. My Build-A-Yoda, and my Squishable that I got at Walgreens a couple weeks ago, and I'm getting a text message. Oh, my husband's going Xmas shopping. Oh,
must be nice.
Good. Take the 20% coupon for Bed Bath and Beyond. Get Bill's blanket. Blanky. Like, okay, since we're talking about Christmas shopping, it's not on Amazon. No, because I looked on Amazon for a Bill's plush blanket for Riker, and I think it was coming from China. So knowing my luck with stuff that I order that comes from China, like I thought I was getting the huge Millennium Falcon for
Mm-hmm.
like less than
Oh, I
$200,
remember that story. Yeah,
but
you've
no,
talked about that one before.
I got this little army truck
Mm-hmm.
that for $129 that I'm like, I don't think so.
So it's a third-party seller from China, Tanya?
Yeah.
But when did you order it? Because I have a reason for asking.
Oh, Randy's like, where's the coupon? Hold on. Counter Island. The Lego Millennium Falcon one was what, a couple years ago?
Okay,
yeah.
You didn't order anything else from China?
No, I did actually.
Okay.
In September. In August, I ordered from Facebook. It was one of those third-party Facebook sellers.
Yes, that's why I'm asking. A couple years ago, I ordered a couple baseball jerseys from a Chinese site, and next thing you knew, my bank cards were hacked, and that recently happened to you. So I'm wondering if that's your issue. So I haven't ordered anything from Chinese sites in a while, to be honest with you.
I ordered from Wish a couple of years ago. I was so disappointed. I will never do it again.
Yeah, and like for Wish, I ordered like the dice tray, Riker's dice tray. I ordered from Wish. That works. I mean, Squire has one. I have one. Sean has one. That's not too bad because it's just a flat piece of vinyl, pleather, or whatever, and that you just fold it all up and snap it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's actually not too bad. Sean got our Umbrella Corp hats from Wish.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see.
Speaking of Wish, what's on our wish lists? That's the thing. We talk about this every year, right? And I've been looking at my wish list and going, "What am I? What is this? Oh, lots of Doctor Who. There is some D&D stuff on it now."
By any chance, is it Rime of Icewind Dale on there? By any chance?
No. I'm not gonna. The Rime of the Frost Maiden.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that because there's a couple of modules and a couple of adventure paths for 5th edition that I have avoided like the plague because I've anticipated wanting to play them as a player, so I don't want that advanced information. As a matter of fact, after on the crew that I play with on Saturdays, after this current module is done, we're going to be switching DMs and taking up Rime of the Frost Maiden. So I'm like totally stoked. I'm so looking forward to that.
Oh, okay. So you don't want that book.
I don't want that book because I don't.
The dice.
Well, dice is always a thing. Clickety math rocks. That's like gimme.
The dice are really, really cool. That happens to be on my inspired by my purchases because I just picked up Castle Amber on Amazon. The reprint for 5th edition for Randy for Christmas. Oh,
nice.
Yeah. So I'm seeing Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, dice, and miscellany, a D&D accessory. It's on Amazon for $17.78. That they're really, really, really pretty math rocks.
Yeah, people can always get me dice, and that's a safe bet. So I will always be happy to see dice.
They're like a very pretty icy blue color. I kind of want them for myself. And I think there's 2d20s, 4d6s, 2d10s, but one's not the ones. They're not the percentile d10s. A d8, a d12, a d4. So, but it comes in this cute little carry box that's got all the Icewind Dale icy things around the side. So those ones are kind of pretty. But yeah, Icewind Dale showed up on there. Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Xanathar's Guide. What else came on here? Hero's Feast, which is a sore subject in your house.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I really am sorry.
As we well know, my friends, Tanya is she's a victim of impulse purchasing, right? So she sees Hero's Feast, a D&D cookbook. And she's like, Chris likes to cook. I'm going to get that for him. He
mentioned it too. He's like, I just got Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. He goes, the next thing on my list is the Hero's Feast.
Well, not realizing my daughter had heard that conversation as well. And that was going to be part of her Christmas present for her dad. And so here's the book in the house. And my daughter's like, I was going to get that for you. Damn it.
So needless to say, I'm on Juliana's shit list.
Yes, you are.
I have a lot of fixing. I have a lot of fixing that I have to do with Juliana.
Yep.
So, and you mentioned this is not the first time I did it to her. I did it inadvertently for your birthday too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was that Waterdeep blanket that I saw at Spirit Halloween.
I think it was, yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, perfect. We were playing Waterdeep in Evan's campaign, and I just was like, I saw it in August, and I picked it up like the day before your birthday, and
the rest is history.
I see. The thing is, I never realize I have to clear stuff with people because I'm just usually buying stuff.
Used to doing it, yes.
Right. So now I have to I forget that Juliana has a job and has money of her own to be able to buy. So I'm just so used to doing it for whoever. I'm like, hell, the day after Thanksgiving, I was plopping a inflatable baby Yoda on Dan's front yard. Uh-huh. So I'm like, I'm impulse buy for everybody, anybody.
Problem. We love her, but she has a shopping problem.
In the last 2 weeks, I have not shopped.
So this is one of the interviews we're going to do in 2021. We're going to bring Dr. Phil in so he can talk to Tanya about her shopping problem.
Well, I know I have a problem. Isn't the first step is admitting it?
Yes, exactly. Okay. That's the thing.
But I'm not going to necessarily
is acknowledging the problem.
Stop it. I mean, Billy will tell you how many things have I bought Billy over the years.
Yep, I've gotten cool T-shirts and toys. I've gotten some nice stuff, including and not just like impulse buys. When Susan was in the hospital, your first instinct was to bring
a care package to you. Yeah. Yep. Bring you a little snack package when you could actually go and visit somebody in the hospital. Not now.
Yeah, that was a while ago, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. I think that was last year.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
2019, not 2020. But no, so hey, right now on my because I'm on Amazon right now, I see a toner USB microphone kit streaming podcast. That's on there. A microphone arm stand. That's not on my wish list yet, but that might be for podcasting. Series Xbox Series X is on my inspired by purchases only because I've searched for it for Tyler for Christmas. Can't find it. Legos happen to be on my Amazon.
Legos are always a win. I may be 50 years old now, but I don't care. Legos are always a win.
So I'm like, I might have, of course, of the thing related to items I viewed, out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things that I can see on my screen right now, 2 are Legos. Well, 3 are Legos, but one of the Legos is a Baby Yoda. 4 things are Baby Yoda, and then 1 is, I have not a clue. It's some type of ornament hanging decorations. I don't know exactly what it is. There's some Chinese writing above it, some type of anime cartoon type character. I'm not sure what it is, but that came in. I don't know. But yes, on my wish list right now are Baby Yoda stuff.
Gotcha.
And there's only 6 little things. They're like the little Hasbro figures that I currently have. It's the next series. But I'm looking here. It's got Lego Marvel Avengers Iron Man Hall of Armor building kit, Marvel Tony Stark Iron Man suit action figures. That's one thing that came up that's inspired by my purchases. I have no idea who that could possibly be for.
No idea.
No idea whatsoever.
No clue.
No clue.
Not it.
Chris is like, pick me. So, I don't know. Billy, what's on your list?
It's funny because I'm still a fan, even though streaming is widely popular and I use it like crazy, I'm still a fan of physical media. Like actual physical media, records, CDs, DVDs, books. And so that type of stuff comprises most of my books. In fact, while you guys were talking, I just added a couple more to my list.
Good. This is a job for today.
Yeah, one of which is inspired by Dan Carmen, our fearless leader, because it seems like every day on Facebook, or lots of days on Facebook, he posts a Far Side cartoon. So I just added the complete Far Side collection to my list. And were we talking about Bloom County recently? Or
Yes,
because I added that complete. I added the complete Bloom County collection.
Cool.
Recently, and there's a book about the history of the Peanuts cartoons. I like books about the histories of the comic strips too. Like I have really good like heavy hardcover books about like the history of Archie comics and DC comics and Harvey comics. So I like to add to that my collection of history books around geeky stuff.
There you go.
So a lot of my stuff has.
I didn't want that.
What didn't you want, Tanya?
Large print Ready Player 2.
Oh,
I didn't want a large print. No, I didn't want large print. I
have that on my waiting list for the library. Ready Player 2, which I do the Kindle. The app you get through the Rochester Public Library app through the Kindle. We've been borrowing a lot of books from the library to read on our Kindles. So
therefore, yeah, I'm like, oh no, I don't want to do that as large print, but it's in stock December 18th, 2020, but allegedly it'll arrive before Christmas. So, Allegedly. Well, I'm adding it to my cart because I didn't necessarily know exactly what I was getting Randy other than Castle Amber, which he asked for. So I guess I'll shop right now. But Ready Player 2 would work. Oh, I have to send a text message to my kid to go out and get my purse. Let's see what else we can get.
Actually, looking through my wish list, I see something that had been out of stock a lot lately and very expensive is now in stock and very cheap, which is the Elvis Presley soundtrack collection. The box set of his movie soundtracks, which I've seen, like I said, out of stock or out of print, and as much as $100 is now $52, which I still don't think I want to spend $52, but it's nice to know it's there. I'm not quite as bad as Tanya about impulse shopping, although I have been.
Yeah.
In the past.
I think we're all guilty of it at one point.
And also I got mine and Susan's anniversary is next Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I still want to get her something, but actually I sort of know what. There's have you guys ever looked at that Cameo site?
I've seen it. Yeah, I've just seen whatever pops up on Facebook.
Yeah, so she's got a couple people that she may get a kick out of getting an anniversary greeting from them.
There you go.
So
that's awesome.
I may do that.
That is awesome. Oh wow.
That would be the one that I want to say one of my family members did it for my Uncle John for his birthday in November. Must have been a cameo or whatever, that like one of his favorite country singers or whatever singing him happy birthday.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I can't remember who it is, but my mom was telling me about it. So that would be something that's not material, but it's something that will be with you forever. You know what I mean? That
I wonder if Baby Yoda does cameos.
I don't know. But can you guys hear Riker screaming?
No.
Okay, because I can hear him through the basement, but I want to make sure because otherwise I was going to go up and beat him. Say no, because I don't know.
In that case, yes, I hear him loud and clear. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I think I don't know if he's in the living room or his room, but I think it's...
If he's in his room and you can hear him in the basement, then yes, I think you need to say something to him at the moment.
That was the other night. That was the other night, and it got to like last week or in the last 2 weeks. It was about 9:45. I was finishing up something on WoW, and I could hear him with my headphones on. And I came upstairs fully intending to yell at him in the living room.
Right.
He wasn't in the living room.
He was in his room.
So then I'm like in the foyer and I could still hear him. So I went back upstairs. I went and got him. I'm like, Riker, Raphael. And he's like, oh, mom's using middle name. And I'm like, do you not have any respect for other people in this house that are sleeping? Because Nene was sleeping and Randy was sleeping. Tyler wasn't sleeping yet and I wasn't upstairs. I'm like, I go, I am just like, he goes, I'm sorry. And I'm like, because I thought he had his headphones on.
Yeah.
He didn't have his headphones on. And he was still that loud. So I'm like, he did not get any electronics the next day other than his Chromebook for school.
Right.
Until I got home from work. So it must have been going in on a Wednesday or something. And because he would have normally been playing his Switch or something while waiting to log on to his classes and things like that. And I'm like, nope. Right. You have no access to any electronics. That means Switch, Xbox, your computer, your Kindle, everything else. I'm like, nope, not doing it. You have access to your Chromebook for school, and that's it until I get home.
Basta così.
And he goes, because he called me on my way to work, and he goes, Mommy, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, how do you know that? He goes, well, you said that until you left for work. Or when you went
isn't he a politician in the making? Isn't he a politician in the making? He looked
something up while I was still home because he knew he could use it when I was home. But then I'm like, oh, you little shit. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go upstairs and beat him. And then I happened to by the time I hit the landing of the stairway to go up to the second floor, then I heard Tyler. And then for Tyler, I just knocked on his door and he's like, yes. I'm like, remember, there's people that are sleeping. He goes, okay. Because I didn't hear him until I was like maybe 5-10 feet away from his room. Whereas Riker, I could hear through 2 levels.
That's amazing.
House. Yes.
That says so much about
I'm going to beat him.
Okay. You have fun. But that's telling me he's probably starting to use language that's not appropriate for a 12-year-old. I tell you, and I know Dan's having microphone issues at the moment. So, Billy, why don't you and I we'll go to break real quick, let Tanya sort that out, let Dan sort that out, and then when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about what we're looking ahead for.
Okay, we'll do that.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, and all points in between. I hope all is having some fun. You guys are doing well. I think, honestly, guys, I don't know if I'm overreaching at the moment. Is this the last podcast of 2020?
I don't think so.
Because what's the 20th is next Sunday, and then the 27th. So we could probably record one more for 2020, and then we'll go on our winter break. So.
Yeah, and then come back in January.
All right.
Yeah, this will drop with the 15th, and then the next one.
Yeah, and then the 22nd and
16th. Yeah.
16th, and then the
23rd. So it will be the night before Christmas and all through the house. So it's so weird. Things have just been so weird this year, and I know we say that over and over and over again, and we talk about it ad infinitum. We've spent hours on podcasts talking about how just strange everything has been.
Well, it just continues to be weird. Some events, like you even brought up, some events that they happen and that they're done, but this one just continues on.
Yeah.
And, you're continuously adapting to it and changing with it and everything. And
right.
So it's not as if it's a point in time where, okay, this point in time happened, this whatever happened, and we're done with it. We can move on. We're still
trying to get past this 9 month, year point in time here. So
I don't know what made me think of it. But when I tell a story, has to be like 20 minutes of backstory. I apologize, but there's a movie and Peter Weller is in it, right? And I can't remember if it's Leviathan or it's one of those movies that came out in the early 90s where it was, the deep sea explorers meet the monster kind of a thing, like the Abyss and stuff like that. They're all coming out at the same time. And Ernie Hudson was playing like the comic relief action hero, wingman to the hero. And right at the end, they get done with the whole thing. They feel like they've just about finished. They haven't gotten to the big boss battle yet, but they feel like they're almost out of the way. And they talk to the contact of the evil company that they have to work for that put them in this mess in the first place. And she says something to the effect of, "Oh, you guys must have gone through hell." And Ernie Hudson turns on and goes, "Bitch, we're still here." Going through.
Yeah.
We're still in it.
We're still here. Yeah. We have months to go still before we're out of this.
It feels like it. It really does.
Well, I think we do until vaccine or whatever can get out there, and probably looking at the first half of the year, we're still going to be getting through this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the UK throwing themselves on the grenade of going first, and just seeing where this is going to go, and people are now getting the vaccine in places around the world, and that's cool. Okay, so that's happening. It's going to give us a chance to see what's going on, and hope for the best, as it were. But damn, is all I got to say is just, wow, this is just, it's, when does it end? It's like, holy Moses.
Yeah, no kidding. It's
Wow.
tiring.
That's it exactly. Right there in the nutshell. It's just exhausting. And I think we're all just exhausted. People have fatigue of having to deal with this issue. And which is unfortunate because folks have had some really weird reactions to that fatigue. And we'll see what happens. That's all I can say.
Wow, so we were talking about Amazon shopping, so now I'm back scrolling through Facebook, and on the Amazon.com sponsored thing, it says original burger holder. So it's a little thing that you put your burger in order to like keep it from falling apart as you were eating it, and you don't have to touch it.
Wow.
Wow, that's
Somebody actually spent the time saying, "Hey, I think this is a product that needs to exist."
Well, yeah,
Wait, what?
Well,
What did you go through that you needed to decide that this was a product that needed?
It's a hygienic, reusable hamburger bun shell, eco-friendly, mess-free alternative to wax paper, aluminum foil, tinfoil sheets, perfect for floppy joes, BPA-free, and dishwasher safe. The ultimate accessory for burger lovers.
Wow.
Jeez.
The burger holder. That would be, and it's adjustable for wider things. Yeah.
It's the adjustable burger holder.
That is such a white elephant gift, when you were doing those holiday gatherings when you could gather, and the odd
$5.99 if you want it, $12.99 if you don't.
Oh wait, it is $14.95 Prime and free returns.
Oh, jeez.
Save $2 when you apply this coupon. I don't know what the coupon is, but it's eligible for our Amazon Smile donation.
Yay! Well, then now everybody needs to buy one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And make sure you smiled at Amazon.com and
It's Mighty Monkey Corporation.
That's right. Yes.
See, I got our plug-in, Dan.
There you go. Thanks.
Then they have, I'm like, oh boy, lots of stuff. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Nesting bowls and measuring cups and spoons. They all nest together.
Oh boy,
it's so cute.
Oh,
I need it.
And that's that. There it is, folks. That was the inevitable end of that.
Need it. I want it. Oh, let's see. No.
That was the inevitable end to that conversation.
Plop a Grogu picture on it and Tiny's getting it.
You're not helping.
No Grogus have come across this one yet. I tell you. Okay, I'll keep scanning. Hey, I don't have a problem. Well, Michael Koski says I have a problem.
I agree with Michael Koski.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know exactly how to get on my shit list in one easy step.
What? I was just suggesting Chinese food the other night. That's all.
Grogu Gaipan, yes. I hate you.
No, you don't.
Yeah, maybe at this moment I do.
No, not even now.
No.
No. I'm lovable.
Oh, there's a pie update.
No, that snicker from Dan was like, that's debatable. You haven't known him as long as I have.
Pie doesn't care about bird videos for cats, but loves watching video mice games for cats.
Oh, is Susan is upstairs. She must be hanging out with Pie and
Yes,
and
he has the
taking
best
video.
purr. Enjoy.
Yeah, he likes people. He hates other cats though.
Yeah, you were saying that when you first brought him into the house.
Yeah, he still hasn't improved. So
He's a people person, not
Yeah.
so much a cat lover.
no.
That describes me.
Not a people person.
I like people. Cats are not I'm okay with cats.
He likes people. He doesn't like cats, just like Pie.
Yeah, see?
Well, Molly has a tendency to trash his living room.
Molly is trashing the house. She's not just she's not keeping her talents just to the living room. She's just destroying everything in her path, which is amazing for a kitten that size, but I'll go with it. I don't know, man. It's weird.
So our other half of our conversation was, other than the Amazon shopping, which I could still do, I could still talk about it. Was like, what are we hopeful for in the future? What are we looking forward to in 2021?
Well, then what are we doing if we're going to have one more podcast of the year? What are we doing in that podcast? Are we going to review the end of The Mandalorian?
Could it be spoilers this time, Billy? As of next Sunday, the whole second season will be done. So you'll have to binge it on Friday and get through everything.
I think we could probably. Let me hold my microphone in front of my mouth so I can answer you. I think we can do that.
Okay.
I think we can do that.
So we'll round out 2020 with a chat about The Mandalorian.
So spoilers for those that haven't seen it.
Right. Okay, cool. So then what are we looking for in 2021? For starters, vaccines. Secondly, sanity. Thirdly, a presidential administration that actually listens to people. That would be great. That'd be nice. So hopefully a complete lack of civil war. Jeez.
I don't know about that at this point. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, the current president is basically actively advertising for treason and sedition at this point, so it's kind of an interesting concept right now.
It's a scary part in our history.
It is, and it's amazing, And this is why I tell people education is so important, or the stupid will inherit the earth.
Pardon me, I'm sleepy.
You're sleepy.
Tanya wants more sleep.
Don't we all? Don't we all? That's a thing. How about what are some of the things you guys are looking forward to in 21?
I'm going to be 49.
I'm
still.
sorry. Go. You finish, Tanya.
I'm still going to be under 50 in 2021. So,
baby, she's a baby.
At least right now, from all of us sitting here on this podcast, I am.
Yeah. Okay. Rub it in. Thank you. You big jerk.
No, I'm the littlest one out of us all. Oh well. Go ahead, Dan.
No, I was just saying Chris hit on the major thing. You just want some sanity in this world and just try to get, hopefully at least somewhat gets some sort of new normal out there that's going to stick. Mm-hmm. And, some being able to do stuff again and not have to worry about everything.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
hopefully we'll be in a position to be able to do an FC3. That would be nice. I miss you guys.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
All of our fans and our listeners and all the folks who've been asking me about it. That would be wonderful to be able to throw you guys a shindig. So
yes.
So here's hoping, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a start. I did have that moment of clarity a couple of weeks ago, where we did talk about it. We were like, this is going to end eventually, and all those
It
things
is.
you always talked about doing, go do them. Go do the thing. We need to start kind of just
Living life.
living life, doing more, being
You
part
never,
of things more, being in the moment and enjoying yourselves. It's
you never know what tomorrow's going to bring.
Yep.
So if you can do it now, do it now.
We've earned that.
Mhm.
We have battle stripes now to prove that we've been through some serious chaos. Right? So yeah, go do the thing. If you've been saying, "Oh, I want to take this road trip," stop talking about it and go do it. If you're like, "I want to go see this thing or learn this particular skill," go do that. Go learn, go talk to people.
Mhm.
Oh, I've known this person through the internet for 25 years, but we've never met face to face. This is one of my personal stories, by the way. Well, then go meet them, go talk to them, go say hi to them. Give them a hug in person and tell them that you've enjoyed being friends with them for so long. Things like that. It's time that we start doing and stop talking. It's just a thing. I think it's a proper thing. So,
Yes.
so that'll be the mantra. Go do the thing. Amazing. I'm looking forward to it. It's always exciting for a new year to see what it's got in store for you. Boy, were we surprised this year. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
no kidding.
Yeah, and the first couple months there was like, okay, this could be good, and then boom.
I'm sorry. It's
You fall for that.
and it's usually March that right around my birthday where we have some type of like snowmageddon or ice storms or whatever, and it always happens in March. And over the last 48 years, like I've had like 1 year where it's been like decent 60 some odd degree weather where it hasn't been snowmageddon. And this year it wasn't necessarily snowmageddon, but it was the plague.
Yes.
And so we can just blame my birthday. So I think I'm going to move my birthday from March to say like September and do my half birthday instead of my regular birthday, something, and maybe that will change the whole.
Maybe we just don't celebrate your birthday, and maybe that'll make it easier.
And then you don't have to be 50.
Yeah, you go. You can stop.
I'm still not going to be 50 next year, but
you can just stop though.
Yeah. And stopped allegedly at 29.
Yeah, there you go. You got to ask her how that worked out for her.
Yeah, it didn't work out so well for her. No. So, it's just like, so if we can get through like March, April, hopefully things will look a little more brighter. And we could be walking on sunshine.
Ooh. Well, there you go. Now we know the out cue music for this particular episode.
I love that song.
I haven't heard it in a long time, too. That's amazing.
Oh, I heard it yesterday.
Did you really?
I did.
I see.
I had clicked my 80s on 8 on my XM radio.
Ooh.
I was bebopping back and forth between everything because inadvertently I heard the Billie Eilish version of something again. And I'm like, no. I heard it Friday morning, and then I went to hear it yesterday. I'm like, no.
Now, keep in mind, Billie Eilish fans, that Tanya is not throwing shade directly at Billie Eilish. She just prefers the original version of these particular songs.
Yes, this version that she was singing is horrible.
Well, she has this delivery, right? That's what's made her so, you look as an artist, you look for that way to stand apart from other people. And so she has this delivery of her songs and the way she sings. And when she just sings, I guess for lack of a better way, normally, she has a lovely voice, but she has this way of delivering her music. And it's like, okay, not my cup of tea, not it. But I'm happy that people like her. That's a thing. We'll go with that.
I'm not a fan, but that's not throwing any shade on people that are a fan of her.
Right. No, we're shading the hell out of them, let's be honest. No, we're shading the hell out of these people. Next on Monkey Business, look at all this. That would be amazing. I think that's going to be an episode in 2021 where we just basically unload. This is all the stuff we don't like. We're going to start talking about the things we don't like. We kind of hinted at just how jaded we can be sometimes when we had We did a podcast of the top 10 worst movies ever made. I remember that. We got into it. We were laughing so hard with that one. I think in 2021, we're just going to have to unleash on some things and just say, okay, we're going to be crabby today.
Actually, you just made me think of something I've been wondering in my head. Does dystopian only refer to the future, or can it refer to the present or the past?
Oh, God, that's a good question. That is an excellent question.
Because are we currently in a dystopian present?
Yeah, I would say so. I'd say that's entirely possible. That's, yeah, dystopian present. Wow. I'm rolling around that in my head right now. Don't mind me.
It's actually The Crown that made me think of it. I'm thinking of their lives as dystopian.
Jeez.
Oh man. No, I'm looking on to add stuff to my Christmas list for Riker and things like that. And he wants the Lego Mandalorian Razor Crest.
Mm-hmm. See, that's an easy one. Oh no, never mind. I got a spoiler. Never mind. I'm gonna stop. I was about to bust out with a spoiler.
I know exactly what you're gonna do. Should I just go upstairs and pull out just a whole pile of Legos?
Yeah.
And put it in a bag
on the floor. Yeah.
Yeah. Here you go. And I was gonna say, as of like 2 weeks ago on Amazon, because I think I have the picture on my phone, it was like $129 for the Lego set. I am looking today. The frustration-free packaging is $323.99.
The normal packaging is $273.
Yeah, as of November 26th, I took the picture. It was $129.99.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, this is what Riker wants, blah, 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 blah. Now, the standard packaging is still $292.95. It's almost what? It's more than double than what it was on November 26th now?
Is it out of stock? If it's out of stock, then that's why. Or are they retired it or something?
Visit Lego store. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, so I'm going to have to possibly drag my happy little ass to Eastview Mall. Anyone want to come?
Just around the corner. On Route 96.
On Route 96.
Anyone want to go to the Lego store with me?
Oh.
Do I want to go shopping with you?
No, I said, do you want to go to the Lego store with me?
Oh, absolutely.
That'd be dangerous.
All the time.
Yeah, because I'm definitely not Amazoning it. This is see all buying options. Yeah, they're all like ships from Amazon. Oh, yeah, $323. Yeah, nope. Yeah, it might be out of stock, but.
Ooh, this one's in stock at Eastview. Ooh.
Was it the Lego Mandalorian Razor Crest?
No, I was looking at the Disney train and station.
Oh.
I love you guys. I really do. I swear to God, I love you guys so much.
What's that site? Lego.
Lego.com. Come on, don't you know Lego.com?
Remember, I hate Legos.
We forgive impressions.
I'm gonna have to edit you out of this podcast.
There's going to be an awful lot of quiet blanks, Dan, because I think I took over most of this podcast. I love the fact that people build them and things like that. I hate them in regards to the fact that they're all over my house and they're everywhere. And we have so many of them.
I'm staring at like 6 Lego sets on my desk right now, so I can't really say anything.
I've got 3 invisibility. 4. I got 4 of them that are invisible distance of me in the room here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can get a free exclusive ice skating rink with purchases over $150.
Oh my stars!
Mm-hmm. Let's see, Lego. The Tantive 4 is out of stock.
Oh no!
If you look at the store, you can look at the store site too, and then it tells you what it
How
is.
do you? Okay, I'm on Lego.com. Shop by. Oh, find a store.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Pretty clever, huh?
Just that easy.
Yeah.
Please don't
All
close
right.
the window. Let's see. 1, 4, 5, 6.
All right, we should probably wrap up soon here.
You think so? I mean, I'm just having fun just chatting with you guys.
Yeah.
Except for that darn Michael Koski. He's always trying to butt in on our conversations.
Yeah.
Sorry to Matt Damon, we run out of time. So do you want to do like the question of the week?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's wrap it up.
Okay, let's do that. Billy, pick a number between 1 and, what is it, 437 or something like that? 450?
453, yeah.
453.
I'll go 180.
Right. To take a 180 on it, huh?
Taking a 180 on the conversation.
All right. We ready?
Always.
When was the most inappropriate time you busted out in laughter?
I know the answer to this one immediately. My brother-in-law's mother's funeral.
Oh, wow.
Susan and I were towards the back of the church, and she said something that, like, and we're whispering, but no, at one point during the church ceremony, the service, the priest has the thing that smokes, where smoke comes out.
Oh, the incense, yeah.
And Susan said something that made me laugh, like, "Oh, his purse is on fire" or something. And that just struck me so funny. And we didn't burst out, but we were doing that thing where we were both shaking so hard and making noises and covering our faces and trying to pretend we were crying or something. I don't know, but that immediately came to mind because we still bring it up every once in a while. Patrick's mother's funeral, when we couldn't stop laughing. Oh, it was brutal. And then, the harder you laugh, the funnier it gets.
Right, because then you realize you're doing something inappropriate, but it doesn't stop you. It actually encourages you.
The worst.
Oh, yes. I have been in that situation. As a matter of fact, my story is kind of in a similar vein, but I want to go to Tanya first.
I'm not sure. I'm like, there's a lot of times where I start giggling and stuff during the inappropriate times. I think it happened to be at our at a wedding that we were at.
Was it your own?
No, but we did kind of giggle initially because we had at our rehearsal, a cat wandered in from next door because the back of the church doors were open. But no, family member's wedding that we had gone to, my sister-in-law and I were sitting in the same pew, things like that. And all of a sudden, like during the vows or something, that like a thunderstorm started hitting and like lightning was hitting and the church was like shaking. And my sister-in-law was like, maybe that's a sign that these two shouldn't be married. And we burst out laughing, and like we were trying to keep our giggles to ourselves. Needless to say, they're no longer married.
Oh no!
And yeah.
It was a sign.
It was a sign, and there's been other issues since then with that particular person, and we're just going to end there.
There you go.
Yeah.
How about you, Daniel-san?
Trying to think, as I kind of say there's lots of times when I laugh. I can't think of a specific time right now. I mean, there was a time I almost cut off my finger with a saw. That was kind of funny.
It's an interesting way of looking at it, but okay.
Back in Boy Scouts, I was like, "Oh, I need a Band-Aid." And you see bone showing through my finger and everything.
Ow!
Oh, Jesus! I'm getting chills just thinking about that.
Walk up calmly to the scout leader. Like, I think I need a Band-Aid for this. She's like, I'm like, I didn't. I don't know if I busted out laughing, but I was very calm and kind of upbeat about it. But
I was very calm and upbeat about it. Hey.
oh look, there's blood on the saw blade. How'd that get there? Oh look, I got a little cut on my finger. Oh look, what's that white stuff underneath the skin? Oh yeah, that's bone.
Oh, that's bone. Nothing. That's nothing to worry about.
But, a few stitches later, it was all okay.
Wow, that happened really fast. Pulls out a Pepper Potts from Iron Man 3. Wow, that was really violent.
So I can't think of any. I'm sure there's other times, but I can't think of anything offhand.
Okay. For me, it's kind of funny because we're going to be 3 and 4 on church-based stories at this point, because Billy had a church-based story funeral. Okay. Mine is also from a funeral. Tanya had the wedding, which became a funeral of sorts. All right. So we're all, there's a lot of inappropriate laughing in churches. So we'll rewind back to the funeral of my ex-wife's oldest aunt, who passed away a few years ago. And her son, who he can be a little goofy at times. Nice guy, really nice guy, but he can be a little goofy. Doesn't think things through. But out of nowhere, during the eulogy portion of the program, somebody would say, well, if anybody here wants to come up and say anything about, the decedent, that would be a great time. He comes up, he brings a boombox with him. He starts playing this song, which was sort of like an I Miss You type of a love song. It was very, it didn't quite fit the scene itself. And then he started kind of half lip syncing, half singing along, and he was doing this dance. And I mean, I get it. The man's emotions were genuine. I don't want to bust on him because he was mourning his mother, but the whole overall look, I remember I was sitting to Erica's left, my ex, and all of a sudden he bust into it. I mean, he went right into it full force, and she immediately grabbed onto the sleeve of my jacket and buried her head in my shoulder and just started crying. She was laughing so hard, and she was trying to choke it back because she didn't want to be, rude, but she was just so struck by it. And then of course she starts to giggle. So what am I doing? I'm now trying to pull on all of my theater training to not laugh out loud. A couple of people looked, over their shoulder at her, and I immediately just went into my coat pocket. I pulled out some Kleenex. I handed them to her. She takes them and she starts dabbing her eyes to try and cover for the fact that she's just laughing right now. She is laughing her ass off at this. And it was really that kind of a scene. We got out of the church afterwards and we just looked at each other and we're just cracking up at just the incongruity of that moment. It was so amazing. And while I want to respect the guy lost his mother, but holy crap, is that did you want to scare her away into the afterlife? So that was my moment. So yeah, inappropriate laughter. That's a thing. It's and you do that. I can't wait to hear other people's stories, because folks have been starting to share their answers to question of the week on our Twitter feeds and on our Facebook feeds. So definitely, I want to hear moments where you got caught giggling when you shouldn't have. Was it during a play and you were trying to remember your lines and you broke into a giggle fit or something, or were you in front of somebody who, you want to go out on a date? No, and the third party's like, that was awesome, and starts laughing their ass off. Stuff like that. I want to hear those stories out there. They are out there. So we will talk to you again next week, and that will be the last podcast of 2020 coming up soon. So with that being said, that's a wrap. And therefore, hey, Dan.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Chris.
Hit it. Because this has been FC3's Monkey Business, your one-stop shop for everything geeky, and everything can be geeky if you love it enough. See, you missed that earlier on, Tanya. Produced by the Mighty Monkey Corporation, purveyors and producers of the Flower City Comic-Con, coming at you in 2021. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, follow us wherever we go. We will lead you to where the entertainment is. Have a great week, have a safe week, and we will talk to you again next week.
I think you're wrong, Christopher.
Nope,
you'll have to go back and do the tape.
Well, whatever. But anyway, thank you. Just say bum bum and go away.